This is the prelude for Srimad Bhagavatam. Once, it was not long ago, probably about 100 or 150 years ago, there lived an ardent devotee of Lord Krishna by the name Pundanam. He was very involved and worshipped Guruvayurappan. So Guruvayurappan means Lord Krishna. So the original deity that was worshipped by Dwaraka Krishna, that is the same deity is there in this very same place, Guruvayur. And he was a very ardent devotee. So he gave all his heart and soul. People loved him for his beautiful Srimad Bhagavatam discourses. So there is also a temple in the North Kerala. It's called Kotiyur. The significant deity in this temple is Lord Shiva. So what you see at the top right is the photo of the same deity of Lord Shiva in this temple. The temple is open only for a few days during a year, maybe about 21 or 28 days, something around. There were no human activities in that place for the rest of the year. Once, this Pundanam, the devotee, he reached this Kotiyur temple and had a bath in the holy river. He worshipped the compassionate Lord Shiva. He felt very happy and stayed there for some time. He recited Srimad Bhagavatam every day in front of the deity of Lord Shiva. And several hundreds of people, they all came and listened to his discourse on the wonderful pastime of Lord Krishna, teasing Queen Rukmini. So specifically, he was actually, that is the pastime, he was actually giving this a chapter. He started with that. So, now actually what exactly the theme of this Lord Krishna teasing Queen Rukmini is, when in Dwaraka, he was telling Rukmini, he said, oh Rukmini, you really chose me, you married me, but you made a big mistake. Actually, you could have married some very wonderful king like Sisupala, Salva, Jarasandha, and all those. Still there is time. If you want, you can do. So he wanted to tease, but Queen Rukmini actually fainted, and then Lord Krishna consoled her. So this was a small teasing that he did. So this is particularly there in the Srimad Bhagavatam 1 chapter. So when Pundanam finished reading this part of the chapter, and then he really wanted to proceed further to the remaining chapters, as long as he was here. So he had a peacock feather, right? And then he really put that as a mark, saying now the next chapter is going to be that. So he put the mark in the next one. And so because, that's all, the temple is very, very low activity. That's the rest of the year it's all closed anyway. So then next day, he came and then started, he just opened his Bhagavatam book, because he kept it there inside the temple during the whole stay. And when he opened, the bookmark magically came it was on the same place where he did last time. So he was old. He was just doing whatever the bookmark is there, he was just reciting. So he recited the same thing again, the second day. So then he really moved the bookmark to the next chapter, and then closed it, and then done. He really, returned to his place, because the Bhagavatam is still inside the temple. Again next day, when he came, again that bookmark was really moved back to the same chapter he did before. So maybe I should really do that. What happened? I didn't do that, because he's in immense devotion. So he again, third day also, he was reciting Srimad Bhagavatam, and it was going on almost every day. It was not moving. So, but everybody was relishing. Then it was going all the way almost the end of the season. That means they will close the temple forever for the rest of the year, until the next year. So then, when it happened, he really forgot to really bring his book back to his place. It was also inside the temple only. And then by the time he really realized, oh, I kept my Bhagavatam. This is today's the last day. Temple will be closed forever, and in the sense for the rest of the year. So I better get my Bhagavatam book, and already it's getting late. And then he had to cross the river, and then then he came here, and then came to here in the temple. He came, and when you were coming near the temple, of course, all the doors, everything all closed completely. But there was Bhagavatam recitations going on inside. Then he was wondering, who is really giving the class now? I was the one who was giving the class so far, and what is going on? So he looked through he was peeking through the keyhole of the lock. Remember in the door, normally you have a partition, right? So it's locked. We cannot really get in. So he sees inside Lord Shiva and Parvati and all the Bhutaganas. They were all sitting and listening the Bhagavatam recitation from who was, it was happening. Lord Shiva was giving the same chapter. Then Parvati was asking, so you are really so inclined to hear this Srimad Bhagavatam. Why you are actually fooling that Pundamana? What is the name? So that devotee to really recite it again and again and again. Because every day you used to you are always putting the thing mark then back, and because you wanted to hear that again. So now you are actually reciting. And why you did that? He said, this particular chapter I really liked so much. Maybe the chapter is good, but also the way he was reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam, whatever that he started with, I wanted to hear that again and again and again and again. I don't want to even move to the next chapter. So then then he really saw that, saying, oh, when Mother Parvati and all, they were all listening, and because their eyes were filled with the tears of devotion. That's Srimad Bhagavatam they were hearing. This Pundanam stood there motionless and heard the whole recitation was going on. He was there, he was listening. And at the end, Lord Shiva asked Parvati Devi, did you like the Bhagavatam recitation? And Parvati Devi is responding back, yes, it was nice, but was not as good as Pundanam's recitation. So then Lord Shiva replied, yes, that is true. I also like to hear Bhagavatam from Pundanam. That is why I place the bookmark again and again at the beginning of this particular same topic every day. Whatever he started, I wanted to hear again and again. So hearing this Pundanam was, who really stood outside, was shaken up. And he uttered his words, oh Krishna, Krishna, you are just crying and shouting. And then immediately, everybody vanished. When he really, after he shouted, and then again looking through the hole, everybody vanished. All the Pudaganas who really came to really, hear, all. So this historical incident clearly explains how all the living entities, including the demigods, the gods, also love this literature. This is Srimad Bhagavatam is not ordinary. So that is why Srimad Bhagavatam Puranam Amalam Yet Vaishnavanam Priyam. Srimad Bhagavatam, it says that the Srimad Bhagavatam is Amala Puranam, pure Purana, pure. This is Vaishnavanam Priyam. It is most liked by the Vaishnavas. Who is Lord Shiva? Lord Shiva is the first Vaishnava. Yasmin Paramahamsyam Ekam Amalam Jnanam Param Jiyate Tatra Jnana Viraga Bhakti Sahitam Naishkarmyam Abhiskrutam Tachrunuvan supadan vicharanam paropakya vimuche naraha. This Bhagavatam is very, very liked by, dear for what? Vaishnavanam, and also by whom? Paramahamsam. So those who are really already liberated, they also love this Srimad Bhagavatam. This Bhagavatam reveals the means for becoming free from all this material work, together with the process of transcendental knowledge, and it it will really make you to renounce this world and develop devotion. Anyone who seriously tries to understand Srimad Bhagavatam, who properly hears and chants it with devotion, becomes completely liberated. So now for an introduction, let us glorify this Mahaprana now.
प्रेम सुधासी कृपा किंचन प्रिय सुजानकी कृपा किंचन प्रिय सुजानकी आरती अति पावन पुराण की आरती अति पावन पुराण की धर्मा भक्ति विज्ञान काल की धर्मा भक्ति विज्ञान काल की आरती अति पावन पुराण की आरती अति पावन पुराण की.
Surprisingly, today Gurudev's Pure Bhakti posting actually came as below. It is about possessiveness. We just talked about yesterday and Gurudev's posting came today. Okay? In order to please Krishna, his cowherd friends interact with him so lovingly as per their respective moods with a sense of possessiveness. This is the important one. Because we really have possessiveness on the material things. This is mine, that is mine, this is mine. So that possessiveness. But we do not have the possessiveness on Krishna. So basically what we have to do simply is to switch the possessiveness from the material world to Krishna. That's what we have to do. So this is basically what it came today. See. Now this is with a sense of possessiveness, considering him to be their friend. So that is kind of this minus for Krishna should be in your heart. But this is easier said than done. To be able to divert this attachment away from the material world and dedicate it unto the Lord's lotus feet is not easy. It is not possible for everyone to achieve. But when one constantly hears Harikatha, then he is likely to attain this. If someone hears these pastimes again and again, then spiritual greed may arise in his heart. Then if he engages in the devotional practices, he may achieve it. Basically, this is the minus, that the possessiveness will come. So here we see the importance of hearing from pure devotees like our Gurudev. Unfortunately, Gurudev has left this planet. However, his books are available as a great treasure for us. It is important that we hear from his book, not read. We have to actually in the mood of hearing. In Vrindavan, every living and non-living beings are all Sutta Sattvic. They all have great love for Krishna. They have the possessiveness for Krishna. This is what Gurudev is posting today. Okay? So they feel that they are the most important to Krishna. They are the most important to Krishna. But the thing is, remember when Krishna is sitting and all the Gopas, they're all sitting. Of course, how many people can sit with him nearby? They all will be sitting wherever there is space. But because of Yoga Maya, everyone will feel that he is the only one sitting, he is the one who is sitting just close to Krishna. This is the beauty of the spiritual dimension. So now whenever Krishna goes for cowherding, it's a big event. And every day he goes for cowherding for so many reasons. And one of the reasons is all the living in the jungles, in the forests, and grass and trees and creepers and animals and deers and everyone will be waiting for Krishna to really come for the cowherding. So as soon as the morning has started, it will always, all the cuckoo birds will be just, the cuckoo, you'll be singing, calling, inviting Krishna. And all the trees are already ready to really shower so much of flowers on him. And making his driveway, whatever the walkway, full of flowers. and so many trees, and they all will be giving sweet fruit. Because they are really so much loving. So because that Krishna belongs to me, I have to, I am for Krishna, I have to serve Krishna. This is the mood in Vrindavan. So again here, just one thing, that one paragraph that she is going to be singing is cuckoo, cuckoo, coo the dee. What is the meaning? All the cuckoos in the Terkadamba forest where Lord Krishna is actually coming for cow herding. And so many parrots, and and also peacock. We are going to be talking about the peacock today too. And all the plants and vegetations and all, even the clouds is really just coming in, coming nicely, coming and then giving a shade. And also he actually gives little kind of it's not of rain, but just showers, as if you are actually just praying some the incense on it, like that. Togai Mailum Ardudadi means all the peacocks. Peacocks are just ready to dance for Krishna. And today the topic is Krishna's flute and the peacocks. Because including all animals, birds such as peacocks. And today, out of the 18,000 slokas from this Mahapurana, that is Srimad Bhagavatam, we take only one sloka, and that is Krishna's flute and the peacocks. In the eightfold pastimes of Lord Krishna, the morning pastime is very special in Nandagaon. Sri Krishna along with Sri Balaram, with so many gopas, go for the cow herding in the Vrindavan forest. May gopis, the gopis, they all will be really, trying to get this great event. And they all will be just even climbing on the trees or maybe on the buildings. They will be all watching how Krishna is taking all these calves and and with all the gopas singing, how nicely the whole scenery is. It's described in Srimad Bhagavatam so nicely. And Mother Yashoda does not want to be away from his Kannaya. So she tells Krishna, do not go too far away inside the forest. That is another pastime again. There is always daily, this is what is happening. She will tell, do not go far away. You have to, she is so worried. So after preparing lunch for Krishna and Baladeva, Mother Yashoda and Nanda Baba, they follow Krishna and Balaram for a great distance as they take the cows out to graze for the day. Finally, after bidding farewell for the day, they finally return home. But they will be always thinking about Krishna and Balaram only. After cooking for Krishna, then also the gopis, Radharani and her Sakis, they also return to Yavat, where they really reside. And each other, they describe this. That is how this sloka is coming. So actually there are three kinds of parties for Radharani. There are three parties or groups. Only Tadastha. Tadastha means they are neutral. That means Radha and Krishna both are equal. Equally they are doing. And the Swapaksha means belonging to only, they will favor only to Radharani. Okay, whatever, because they don't want to care about, no. They want only Radharani side. There is also other, they really favor only Krishna also. That is also another one. But that is not part of the Radharani's group. Then another one is just they are friendly. So basically, these three groups, they're all these Swapaksha, that group belonging to Radharani Seva is the famous one. What do? They all, after cooking, they are all returning back to Yavat, and they really start meditating on Krishna after seeing his the way he was really doing the cow herding. So they meditate. They become deeply spellbound, and when Krishna sometimes appears in their internal vision also, because they are so devotional, they become enthralled with the mellow of divine separation. It's called Viraga Rasa. Anyway, so seeing how they are all in this mood of separation, they are describing the fortune of these peacocks and the flute. That is what is this particular the sloka is actually about this. What is that sloka? Brindavanam Saki Bhuvo Vitanoti Kirtim Yadevaki Sutapadambuja Laptalakshmi Govinda Venum Anumata Mayura Nirtyam Prekhyatri Sanvavattatanyam Samastasatvam. Vrindavana means Vrindavan. Saki, his friend, Bhuva, on this earth, he is talking. Vitanoti. Oh, what is that? Vitanoti means spreading. What is spreading? Kirtim. The glories. Glories of who? Krishna. Because this Devaki Sutta, actually son of Devaki, in fact here is a son of Yashoda, because Yashoda also has a name Devaki. Yashoda is also, another name is Devaki. So here, where is he doing that? He is doing in Vrindavan. So Gokul. And this, his father Ambuja, from the lotus feet. Labda, receive, who? Labda means received. Lakshmi means basically treasure. This, what is the things they are trying to do? The Govinda Venu. He is Venu. Venu means Murali, that is a flute of Govinda. Anu, upon hearing that, Anu means upon hearing, Mata, maddened, becomes, everybody gets mad, including Mayura Nirtyam. This Mayura is actually peacocks, and Nirtyam is the dancing. So seeing these ones, who are all seeing this? All the animals and everybody, they're all on the top hills of Govardhan. They're all seeing this wonderful leela of how Krishna is playing the flute, and this all, everybody's dancing. And especially here in this sloka, it is described as how the peacocks are dancing. Oh, Vrindavaneshwari, that's Radharani. This Vrindavana is more glorious than the heavenly planets, Vaikunta, and more glorious than Ayodhya and Dwarakapuri, because it has been graced with the footprints of the son of Yashoda. And only in this Vrindavan, there are peacocks dancing in rhythm to the flute melody of Govinda. Hearing the sound of the flute and seeing the peacock dancing, all the birds and animals and everybody, like cuckoo, daddy. Look at it. Everybody is all waiting for Krishna to really come and then have wonderful time. They have possessiveness, because for them the only treasure is Krishna. Okay, so the footprints of Krishna is the one who is really making this Vrindavan glorious. When Akurura came to really take Krishna and Balaram by the order of Kamsa. He came to really take Krishna and Balaram, actually Krishna, but Balaram also joined to Madura. And when Akrura came, and as soon as he entered, he crossed the Yamuna, and as soon as he entered, he saw the footmarks of footmarks of Krishna. And Akrura fell down, just fell down on it, and then he gave this obeisance. And what did he do? He rolled on the ground and crying profusely said, "Today I am so fortunate to have the darshan of Krishna's lotus feet." And how does Krishna enter the Vrindavan forest? Playing very deep notes on the flute, Govinda enters the forest near Govardhana. Immediately all the peacocks approach him making the keke, keke, keke sound. And they see that Krishna, wow, he is dark, he's like a rain cloud. Now the thing is, beauty of this spiritual dimension is, every instant is fresh. Every time you see Krishna, you will feel, such a beautiful. Because for here, what you do? Husband is looking at the wife and wife is looking at the husband. After a few days, because in the marriage probably they'll be looking at each other every day maybe. Every day then after 90 days or 3 months, what happens? I'm sick of seeing. This is the material world. It's disgusting. When you want to see again and again, it's disgusting. But whereas in the spiritual world, you always, whenever you see Krishna, fresh. So the freshness, this is the quality or property of the spiritual dimension. So again, of course, the previous day also they did the same thing, same drama. And today also they are seeing here. So now seeing Krishna as KK sound, and then say Krishna is appearing. He has his cloud. He has the cloud. And what happened immediately? And not only that, and Krishna is actually when he was really cowherding, he really, he sings on his flute so wonderfully. And along with the Gopas and everybody, they gallop and sing. This is how he's entering. And the peacock just seeing he's coming inside. And Krishna is playing. That flute is like thunder. Sometimes in the beginning of the rain, the thunder will be little softer, because he can't really start. So now, not only that. All right. So now the thunder, and look at here, the lightning also there. What the lightning is? His dress is pitambara. His yellow cloth is like the lightning. Then what happens? These peacocks, the peacocks become maddened, and they really circle around him, around Krishna. So forming a circle around Krishna, what do? They begin dancing around Krishna with great bhava, with the flute melody. So Krishna is singing, and for the same the tune, same rhythm. So these peacocks are all just dancing around. It was such a beautiful scene. Only the most fortunate souls who have spiritual vision can see all these. All others are simply spiritually blind. What is the use of their eyes and their life? Simply waste. Look at what else happening to the other animals. So hearing the sound of the flute, all the sattva, the meaning, that is, all the living entities become stunned and abandon their own natural activities. For example, deep in the forest, there live tigers and lions and bears. When they hear the sweet this melody of the flute of Krishna, these animals abandon their violent natures. They forget because it changes their original nature. They are now hesitating to harm or kill its own allocated food. They're ready to go hungry because they forget about their own nature. They look everywhere full of kindness. How can they then harm anyone? Why? Krishna's flute is changing this everybody. The soul is changing. Tamasic, So Rajasic, everything's all becomes Sutta Sattvic. What about deers? They already have a little touch of Sattva anyway because deers are into Sattvic. Here in this sloka, Sattva also can also mean Sutta Sattva. That is Visutta Sattva. So everything in the spiritual world is Visutta Sattva, as I mentioned, comprised of pure spiritual energy. There is not even a single tinge of the qualities of these worldly Sattva or Rajas or Tamas in that realm. Everything in the loka of Krishna, all Visutta Sattva. Especially, it is known as the essence of Haladini Sakti. Haladini and some with potencies combined. This is what is found in the hearts of the eternal Ragatmika devotees. So, Ragatmika devotees, what is happening? What is in their heart? In their heart, it is the Haladini and the some with these potencies, basically. That is why they are all blissful. So the bliss is coming like this. So then if greed arises in the heart of this living entity, then prema automatically comes. So you have to have greed. If you do not have the greed for that, then you are not going to get it. This is very important. In the spiritual life, we have to have greed for Krishna. Suppose somebody is, giving a harikatha of this, you have to run to the place, whatever it takes. Then the bhajana will be really very nicely coming, and we will be able to follow these Ragatmika devotees and big acharyas in their footsteps. Then these automatically we will be just reaching towards Krishna, and the topmost goal is Krishna Prema. So actually there are three kinds of Sattva also. Visuddha Sattva, Sattva and Mishra Sattva. Mishra means mixed actually. So Mishra Sattva exists only in the conditioned soul. Jivas have, because we are living in the material world, so our Sattva is actually mixed Sattva. It's not Visuddha Sattva. Visuddha Sattva is the only one, is the one that you must have in order to really relish and develop and relish prema. Vishuddha Sattva is necessary. And Golokadam and all the Brajavasis, they all are made of Vishuddha Sattva. So here with some jealous anger, because they are, this is actually, Sakhis are really, they telling Vrindavana is very, that is Radharani. And they lament. See, all of the animals and birds and insects and everything in Vrindavana has become so fortunate. So what they are really, why they are actually in anger is, see, there is no possibility for us to receive these, do these kind of things. So we should have probably, should have been born as an animal there, so maybe. Then we would have been, not like this. Because our elders are actually just checking us not to really try to think about Krishna or to really see Krishna. This is the situation that we are in. So we are the most unfortunate. So with this anger, with the jealous anger, the gopis are saying more. What do they lament? As of yet, our hearts have not become, similarly melted in Krishna Prema. Look at the peacocks. They're all melted. So look at it. They are dancing like with full glory. And even there in Vrindavan, even the thorns or blades of grass in Vrindavana, everything Sutta Sadhi. Sutta Sadhi, what that means? When Krishna places his lotus feet on the thorns, what will happen to the thorn? It melts. And it melts and becomes like a butter. But this is the way it is, right? But the gopis were there worried. Oh, Krishna is going to be really hurt by the thorn. But actually what happens? The thorn also just hears this flute and just melts. Because if you go to Vrindavan, there are so many places there. All wherever that Krishna was really singing flute, the rocks, they all melted. The whole hill area, it melted. And because it melted, wherever the footprints of calves, and also Krishna, where he was standing, Krishna, Balaram, Gopas, they are all their footmarks, and the calves, all the footmarks you can see. There are so many impressions that you can see that. So they are saying, what a pitiable condition that we are in. If we were to become blade of grass or thorns or vines or ponds or dust of Vrindavan, that settles on his divine body. Look at it, when Krishna is going, and because of the gallop of this cow, calves and all the gopas, all the dust, everything just like rises up. Like a cloud, and it's all there. When they are entering in, what we see is eventually these dust just rises up, and they are singing, and they are going inside the forest. And as they really go further inside and inside, so the flute sound becomes lesser and lesser and lesser, and these clouds of the dust then slowly settles. And now, Krishna is gone. And when all this dust, they all settle on the body of Krishna, he looks more beautiful. When dust is on us, it's not going to be beautiful. But for Krishna, he makes that dust also, to really shine. Look at that. And also look at the grass. How fortunate they are. They are directly getting the touch of his lotus feet. What else do we need? So if we become a blade of grass or a thorn or a stone in Vrindavan, we could receive his touch. But in this form, as gopis, no use. So here we have to bring a quote from Srila Gurudeva. When an interviewer asked a question, I think I touched that also, I added. Oh, you desire to go to Goloka? Gurudev said no. Then what do you want to become? I desire to be a blade of grass in Vrindavan. This is the mood of our Gurudev. So anyway, in this sloka, in expressing their jealous anger, they are describing the good fortune of the land of Vrindavana, dust, grass, thorn and stone, and they are feeling that I am not able to really have that kind of association with, because they have to possess. They want to possess. They have to develop the possessiveness for Krishna. They go on to say that Bhagavan is also present in heaven in the form of Vamana, these, etc., all kinds of things, but they're all incarnations. We don't want those. Only Krishna, actually Rama and Narasimha, actually he really possesses more than these, compared to the other avatars, they really possess more qualities. But that is why, they are called Paravasta avatars. Okay, because avatars are there is differences. But anyway, out of all these things, Krishna is avatari, he is not avatar. But do not follow the corrupted and incorrectly translated Puranas such as Vishnu Purana. This is actually a trick that Krishna played to hide himself away from the unqualified devotees. Unqualified, not devotees, people. And to drive them away. They are demoniac, worldly people from. So only Krishna is the source of all the incarnations and the very basis of all rasa. That is why he is called Raso Vaisaha. He is the only one given the name Raso Vaisaha because he is sporting there in Vrindavan. Vrindavan is the glorious place. And in this commentary, actually Srila, for this particular sloka, Srila Sanatana Goswami is actually giving nice another thing also. He is saying, Krishna played a special way. This is called Mridu Mantra on the flute. What is the meaning of Mridu Mantra? When rain clouds begin to gather, the sky at once becomes dark. And very softly and slowly thunder comes. When the clouds clash violently, it produces a loud thunder and lightning also. But at first, they produce a very soft and deep thunder. And that is called mantra. M-A-N-D-R-A, mantra. Krishna produced similar sound on the flute. but with mridu. Mridu means sweetness, and that is why when Krishna produced this such sound on the flute, the mridu, the sweetness attracted everything, especially the peacocks. So the nature of the peacock is such that when it sees the sky darkening and hears the thunder, it begins to dance madly. Krishna is also seeing Giri Govardhan. Giriraja is giving everything. So you have all the creepers and blooming flowers and ripened fruits and caves and so many things, and breeze, gentle blowing breeze. All the things are so nicely there in Vrindavan. Seeing this natural splendor, the desire for enjoyment arose in Krishna, and that is why he is now nicely is playing the flute. And that is making these peacocks really mad and really mad. So forgetting themselves, they started dancing in rhythm with their tail feathers fully spread out. What about the other animals? All the animals and birds and insects and Vrindavan, they are all congregated to see this wonderful thing in the meadow. They all came and then wonderfully watching. Wow, this is a nice performance is going on. Then the peacock then thought, oh, Krishna is playing so wonderful, such a melody, and dancing to that we feel so happy, but we have nothing to offer him in return. See, he's playing so nicely for us. He's making us so happy, bliss. But what can we do? What can we offer to him? Usually, in the when some professional actors enact some Bhagavan's pastime, they really bring a small bowl collection, money collection. This is how they do. In the church, it is every day. Whenever you go, they will always it will be embarrassing, because they will straight away point to you. Here you go. And if you don't have it, we have to assume that you have something and put like that. That's what they do. Many people, they do that. They really told me this is what they do to some of them. Anyway, so like that, they are demanding. But here, out of their own free will, they genuinely, they want to give something. And what the peacock can give? Because there at least, they will be looking at the pocket. If it's a very good program, a very good performance, they take all the money, whatever you have, and they take it. Okay, but here, what can we give? Huh? So, one of these peacock was thinking, I have nothing valuable to offer him. No golden necklace around my neck, or any valuable ornaments that I have. I am simply an animal. But the feathers of my tail are somewhat valuable. With these 7 colors mixed in so many ways, attractive. This is something that I can give. Therefore the peacock offered one of his feathers to Krishna. Look at that. One of that he offered. Seeing it, Krishna thought, this peacock is very loving. He has fully appreciated my flute playing and offered me one of his valuable feathers. There is nothing artificial in his offering. When they are offering, when they are giving something, then sometimes they will also have something in their mind. There, it will be some big something, some reward or something, some punya, whatever. That's okay. But here, in this case, these peacocks are, they are giving it with full of love. So, he really accepted the peacock feather and put it in the topmost place. He did not put it on his ear. Many people, suppose when you take a flower in India, of course, you just put it down on here, this ear or something. So he said, just as the flute is dear to me, this peacock feather has now become dear to me. While walking, or resting, or dreaming, or standing up, or sitting, I will never abandon it. I will always wear it. Wherever I go in Braja, I will never abandon the flute and the peacock feather. So this is the origin of the peacock feather becoming Krishna's most celebrated ornament. The peacock saw this and became so happy. Oh, I left that feather for him, but he did not merely put it on his pocket or on his ears. He has placed it on his head. As if it's the most valuable of all everything. So today, my life has become completely successful. Giving this offering is something deep root. The Shastra says, there are two places when you are going. You should never go empty-handed. Of course, here it had a feather, it gave the feather because it didn't have anything with it. Two places one should never go empty-handed. What are the two places? Correct. Yes. He's right. Yeah, no. I'm sure she did not actually see my preparation. So she's telling genuinely. Okay. When we go to see Guru, you should never go with empty-handed. And second one is a deity, temple, Krishna. So Guru and Krishna. Whenever you really go to see Guru, at least just a small, actually I have seen. Whenever we go for seeing our Gurudeva during the Bhakti festival, my God, everybody, he's very poor, nothing. He just take a flower and then give. And how nice, how lovingly Gurudeva actually accepts that. Oh my God, so. If you go empty-handed to see the Guru, you get only empty. You hear his Harikatha, no progress will come. It goes from this ear and goes out the other way. Actually, there is a great chance to even fall down if you are not having that there. So, actually, a Guru does not need anything from the disciple. Actually, even if, for example, in my case, even if I take millions and millions of births, I cannot repay for what Gurudeva has given to me. I have no way of repaying him. But Gurudeva is very kind. Even when we offer a leaf, he accepts and I say, "Whoa, what a beautiful thing you have brought me." And we feel so pleased. Similarly, Sudama Vipra brought Krishna what? Just uncooked low-grade rice. And Krishna honored that, saying, what did he say? Oh, such a nice snack you have brought for me. And in fact, he even asked, definitely you must have brought something for me. Where is it? Because Sudama did not want to show, because by seeing the opulence and seeing the palace and everything, he said, oh my God, this small, what is shipped rice, how can I really give this as a gift? No. So he really put it somewhere here, hiding. But Krishna was, no, you must have brought something for me. Where is it? No, I didn't bring anything. No, definitely your wife must have really at least prepared something. Yes, show to me. Come on, give it to me. Then he said, no, I didn't bring anything. Then Krishna forcefully grabbed from it where he was hiding. And as immediately he opened up and he put one hand and then, that's what the scene that you are looking. He is eating. So such a nice snack that you have brought for me. And even though it was uncooked, dry, tasteless, and immediately chewed it up and said, even Rukmini is right there. Okay. So Rukmini and Satyabhama have never offered me anything like this. So sweet. So hearing this, how did Sudama Vipra feel? Today, I have become fully gratified. Whenever we go to see our Gurudev, I make a point, we both bring printed book to him. Oh, she's so happy. So happy. That is what he gave the service that is still continuing. So the peacock saw that he had offered Krishna such a trivial gift, but Krishna had taken it and placed it on his head. Then Krishna played the flute with now so much of prema. Krishna did not stop because he was happy and the peacock is happy. Both are in prema now. Then Krishna played the flute with so much of prema that he became maddened now, along with the peacocks. So all welcome to the world of mad souls. Mad. We are all mad. We are drunkards. So here, so the peacock became mad and maddened, and Krishna also became mad. So here the word actually anumata in the verse that we talked about it refers to the peacocks becoming intoxicated. But it can also refer to Krishna as well. So peacock is intoxicated and so does Krishna. Both are enjoying the prema rasa. Then he played the flute even with more prema, and the peacocks became more maddened. Krishna also became more maddened. In this way, there was competition between them now. See, if someone offers something with prema, and it is also accepted with prema, this is the pinnacle of the whole affair. See, if one has prema, and the other one does not have the prema in accepting, then it's not good. It's like love, like mutual love is the one we want. Not like one-sided love or something. So here, both parties become the tasters of the prema. That is exactly precisely what happened here. While Krishna was playing his flute in this way, and dancing was going on, all of the sattva, meaning the birds and animals, they're all motionless and watched and listened. But don't consider them to be like birds and animals of this world. These birds and animals of Goloka are all Visuddha Sattva, and so there is no trace of Tamas, Rajas, or even the material Sattva in them. So, deers are also watching. Nearby in the forest, the deers are watching, but with their eyes closed, as if in meditation. How could they be watching if their eyes were closed? This is called Sanchari Bhava. It's the high. Sai Bhava means there is of the Bhava, devotion sentiment, something is permanent. But Sanchari Bhava means which really goes from one Bhava to another Bhava. That's what you have to hear from all those. This is a different thing altogether. Actually, every animal and insect and the tree and plant, all were feeling the sweetness of Krishna's flute. So they all have, why? They all have the possessiveness towards Krishna. There was great many species of birds and animals watching from the meadows of Govardhan, and they displayed the same. Now, anyway, so these verses will actually keep on going, but I have to watch out the timing also. So here in the divine sound, all the living entities forgot their normal course of activities. At the same at this time of the day, normally the birds will be making so much of their sound, but they stopped everything because they forgot their body. This is the meaning of avaratanya, the word that is coming there. So in this way, everyone stands motionless, just listening and watching and thinking, aho, we are all so fortunate, because these can be only found in Sri Vrindavan. Bhagavan is also present in Vaikunta, as Sri Lakshmi Narayana. But in Vaikunta, there is no sound of flute. No, there is nothing there. No cow herding pastime there. Also in Ayodhya, Dwaraka, no, there won't be any peacock dancing like that there. There Krishna is Dwarakeshwara, he is king of the kings. So much of opulence and reference. Krishna's flute can be heard only in Vrindavan. Nowhere else. So here the Vitanoti in the sloka means Vrindavan is more glorious than the heavenly planets or even Vaikunda. In Goloka Vrindavan or Goloka or Vrindavan or Goloka Vrindavan, what is the difference? Anyway, that's a different thing. Sri Krishna exhibits 4 special qualities. Rupa Madhuri, Venu Madhuri, we are talking about Venu Madhuri today, 1 sloka out of the Venu Madhuri. Yeah? Then Leela Madhuri, Prema Madhuri. Because Govinda is playing the flute there, the splendor and the glories of Vrindavan are all just glowing. And that is the sloka of today. And how did Krishna appear to the peacocks as when he was playing the flute? Here, with the peacock feather placed on his, and with his three-fold bending posture, with his right foot wrapped around his left foot, and the peacock. Now look at it, how beautiful he is. Seeing this, at once again the joy of the peacock increased. So after he put the thing, again, so prema always it just overflows and overflows and overflows. Because in the material world, the happiness always go diminishing. In the beginning, you will be excited, new toy, new car, you will wash every day. You will be washing the new car. Hey, I have a new Tesla. This is the costliest line, topmost line. Every day you do washing. But after some time, you will be sick of it. Right? Same husband, wife also same thing only. Anyway, I don't want to bring that. But anyway, seeing this wonderful scene, the peacock's happiness increased. And now, for all, then now he is actually relishing everything. And the whole Vrindavan is actually just weeping. And from the trees, the saps are coming. That is like tears. And the deers are crying. And all the birds, they just stop their sound. Because this is such a beautiful flute sound. And peacocks are dancing and they are going, increasing prema, increasing again and again and again. And everyone in Vrindavan is completely all forgot who they are. So that is what the Sakhis are telling. Look at all these animals. After all, they are animals. Even dust and, the thorns. So fortunate. In Brahma Samhita, there is one verse, this verse comes. Venum Guanandam Aravinda Dalaya Daksham Parhavadamsam Ajitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandarpa Kodi Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So basically his peacock, with the peacock feather, he is what? Venum Kvanandam. So this basically matches to that nicely. So the vibration of this flute can melt anything. Even these rugged mountains. And it is also capable of entering devotees' bodies, stealing their hearts. This is how, when Krishna is actually playing his flute, all these gopis here, they become mad. Finished. They forget everything. This is the way that our devotion should be targeted. So in the flute there, if the flute were not there, then so many of these pastimes and all this vilasa means sport, this sportive pastimes, this won't really happen. So the fame of Braja is greater than that of all the heavenly planets. That's what the sloka says. And the spiritual planets above, such as Vaikunta, Dwaraka, Madura or Saket, this is jewel. All the top, it is not accessible to everybody. In Vaikunta, Sri Lakshmi is receiving the touch of Lord Narayana's feet. But Lord Narayana is an extension of Swayam Bhagavan Sri Krishna, who possesses all 6 opulences, but not the 4 Madhuris. What are the 4 Madhuris? Rupa Madhuri, Venu Madhuri, Leela Madhuri, Prema Madhuri. Narayana does not have this. And because there won't be even any peacocks dancing in the melody of the flute there in any of the places. Therefore, because there's no flute. Even Dwaraka, there's no flute, I said. So this is the Vrindavana, and where he's playing the flute. And when he played the flute, all the living entities forgot their normal course of activities. Their hungry gone. They stood silently and motionless, listening. How did the gopis hear the flute and witness the dancing of the peacocks sitting in their homes? They heard. And they saw this incident going on in the meditation. It is like Bhagavad Gita was narrated by Sanjay, where he was seeing. Like that, they are seeing what is happening outside, but they cannot go. Look, the peacocks are descending to the meadow to dance to the melody of Krishna's flute, but where can we go there? How can we go there? We also desire to sing and dance with him, but there are so many restrictions upon us. Our elders are watching over us, so it is not possible. Therefore, we are greatly unfortunate. But this is the Vrindavana of Sri Nandanandana, and the Goloka, the abode of Swayam Bhagavan Sri Krishna, where our Gurudev came to give so much of wonderful rasa, wonderful harikathas that he has given. Isn't it that it is our responsibility? Whoever have really come under this line are so fortunate. Forget about all these organizations, this and that. No, they cannot give pure bhakti. They do only politics. These Gurudev is very different. So in that line, that is why we are calling this as what? Saturday Shastra from Srila Gurudev. But we cannot read. We can only hear. Okay, this is what we do. So now we'll end here with the glorification of this Vrindavan. Vrindavana Malika Giridharacha. So how beautifully Lord Krishna is actually just appearing with his flute and singing. This is actually the composition of our Gogul Bhajan songs out of the 200, whatever it is. So now I would like to ask Madan Mohini to sing this one and completing this particular one sloka.
Vrindavana Malika Giridharacha Vrindavana Malika Giridharacha Shringara Mohana Yamuna Tira Shringara Mohana Yamuna Tira Vrindavana Malika Giridharacha Vrindavana Malika Giridharacha Sundaranandana Gopala Sutta Sundaranandana Gopala Sutta Indira Mamata Madana Shura Indira Mamata Madana Shura Vrindavana Malika Giridharacha Vrindavana Malika Giridharacha Vedesha Durnava Parada Ubala Vrindavana Marika, Girika Vijay, Shringara Mohana, Yamuna Tira, Shringara Mohana, Yamuna Tira, Vrindavana Marika, Girika Vijay, Vrindavana Marika, Girika Vijay.
Yes, so that concludes our program for today. So today we did only one sloka. So we will take like these essence and then then we describe that around. So this actually whatever Gurudev has really given is way superior, way superior. It's really amazing. So we will follow at the footsteps of our Gurudev and make our life successful.